Hi there, Sandra here from Create in Spain. Today I decided to show you a rocking card. Now I've assembled it in its basic form because it's so easy to do, you really don't need much instruction. The base of it is simply a circle with a fold line across the midsection. And this piece of card here is very, very important. This stabilizes your rocking card. Now it's simply a strip. It will be included in the file, which is always linked down in the information box. And it simply makes a W shape and you stick it onto the center of the bottom base of your card. Now don't put it in until you have finished your card because it will obviously mean that your card doesn't fold flat quite as easily when you're adding things to it. There is a little bit of resistance. But this is what stops your card from splaying out. All I've put on here at the moment is a red decor panel. I will include several different sorts of decor panel to go on here. And then you can choose whatever designs, whatever cutout stamps and things that you want to decorate it. Now the important thing to note with this is that if you want to do different sizes of these patterned rings, you need to decrease the size rather than do an offset, because an offset will give you a more flattened edge. You just need to make it smaller. So for example, I've got one here which I've made a couple of centimeters smaller, and I've got this one which is made slightly bigger, so you could layer them up in different colors if you wanted to. Now the important thing to note with the rocker card, the most important thing is, apart from that piece which holds it all together, in order to keep this so that it rocks, you want the weight to be even. If it's weighted to one side or the other, it isn't going to rock quite in the same way. Now you can experiment depending on the effect that you want to give, but if you keep it all centered, that's how it rocks. To finish this card off, I stamped on a Merry Christmas, only to discover that I hadn't stamped it all that well. Typical. The one time when I don't use my stamp positioner, and I didn't use it because a round card is a little more difficult to kind of fit into a stamp positioner, especially when it already has this on it. That's why I say don't normally put that on there until you finished your design. But I've done that. And I've also got a cutout. This image came from Pixabay. There are loads and loads of great images on Pixabay. And if you have a scan and cut, you can just scan it in and cut it out. Now I do confess I did this one twice because the first one I discovered that since the software update, and it's only since then, my cut wasn't aligned properly. So I had to do the realignment. Now, why that made a difference having the updated software, I really do not know. But it obviously did. It was working fine before I did the update. So I'm just going to put on a couple of pieces of double-sided foam tape on here to secure it. And then my card will be done. So it's very, very simple, very, very easy, and pretty quick. And now I have a really nice rocking card. Okay. Now, word of caution, if you're trying to keep your envelope size down, I could normally get this into a pretty small square envelope. Because I've raised this above that edge there, the envelope would have to be a bit bigger, but it would still fit in a normal sized envelope, if not a square one. So not a great problem. But I do think it's a fun card since it does rock really, really well. And the other thing I did with this is I put a little bit of glitter and metallic pens on various accents on my little design here. You could obviously add whatever type of artwork you liked on the front, but this was quick and easy, and that's what I chose to do today. For all those people who are beginners at card making, this one is a really great one to start off with if you want interactive but without any of the hassle. Just make sure that you put your insert in near the base of the card. If I put it there, you can see how close that is to the base. You do not want to put it too near the center. You want it down here so it gives you this nice wide edge for the card to rock on. And as you can see, it does rock very well indeed. So that's it for today. Hope you like this one. I'll see you again soon. Don't forget to try out some of my other playlists. There are an awful lot of videos on here, and I'm also on Facebook under Create in Spain these days. If you've got any questions, you can ask them down below or use my Facebook page.